everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me yet, my name is Jordan. I do not live in the States, but I have seen more than 100 shows on Broadway and a few on the West End. I love musicals. I'm an aspiring actress and producer myself, but I mainly love to talk about it, share my thoughts, share my dreams, and share what I learned about Broadway throughout the years. In this video, I'm gonna do something that might be stupid, it might be dumb, but it also might be really, really smart, and some of you might not even care, which is probably most of you. Today, I'm going to review all the nominations for the Tony Awards this year, and I'm going to guess who I think is gonna win. A little disclaimer before we start, I have not seen any of those shows. Some of them I haven't even heard a song from it or know the whole plot. So this is mainly from instinct and from the things that you see on social media and on the internet in general. Yeah, I am doing this based on nothing. I'm really excited to see if my guesses are going to be true. And that is my main reason why I'm doing this video. I want to challenge myself and see how close I'm going to be for the actual results. And we all know that the Tonys is half political in some way. So let's see if I get the sense of what's going on Broadway. It's important to state that I do not live in the States. I live very far away. So what I sense might be very different from what you sense if you live there. I think this is going to be fun. And even if I'm wrong in all of my guesses, it's still a fun way to experience the Tonys. So let's start. In general, we have two front runners for this season. So it's Schmigadoon and The Lost Boys, who both got 12 Tony nominations, which is amazing. I'm going to go from the list of Playbill because it's just the most easiest to look at. We're going to go from the bottom to the top, which I think is how they do it in the ceremony itself. Let's start with the best performance by an actor. We have Ollie, Andre, Bryce, Ben, and Leighton. So who I really want to win this is Bryce Pinkham. He's playing at chess. He is fantastic. I've seen him in another show. He's fantastic on stage and off stage. He was so nice, and he is so talented. I feel like this is a show that he might get. I'm gonna vote for him. I'm going to say he's going to win, although I do think that maybe Leighton Williams from Titanic is going to win as well, but I'm going to put my cards on Bryce. That's for me. Bryce is for me. And next, best performance by an actress in a featured role. So we have Shoshana Bean, Hannah Cruz, Rachel Dratch, Anna Gatsayer, and Nichelle Lewis. I hope I'm saying all these names correctly. I might not. I'm going to bet on Anna here. Schmigadoon has been getting a lot of good buzz, and I'm gonna bet she's gonna win this one. Although we do have Nichelle from Ragtime and Hannah from Chess. This is such a hard category. All those actors categories, I'm usually so torn between the actors that I like that I really want to get recognition, but actually the best performance. Because sometimes an actor that I like has won, but I do know that there's an actor who had a better performance. For example, last year in the Tony Awards, we had Jonathan Groff from Just in Time against his old Glee pal, Darren Criss, in Maybe Happy Ending. And I did think that Jonathan deserved it better. I do think that Darren did an amazing job, but I think the performance as a whole was better for Jonathan in that season. It doesn't mean that Darren didn't do an amazing job. But I mean, Jonathan played an instrument, danced, he sang, he acted. He was the fourth threat and didn't win for that. And I felt like it was half because he won the year before that. I mean, yes, but in the meantime, why aren't you just, judging by the season? Audra got 6 Tonys. But yeah, so let's say my best performance by an actress, I'm gonna go with Anna. She is very funny. So let's give it to her. Best performance by an actor in a featured role in a play. I have no idea on the plays, so I'm just gonna throw a guess based on what I know a bit from the people and who they are. I have to say, I don't even know some of the actors here. I'm gonna go with Christopher Abbott from Death of a Salesman. Let's go with him. The next one is the best performance by an actress in a featured role. So we have a few shows that I do know. And I'm going to give this to Laurie Metcalf from The Death of a Salesman as well. I just know that she's doing amazing. This is so crazy, giving all those guesses according to basically nothing. I don't know if you're going to watch this whole video, but I'm going to be so interested in watching it after the Tonys come out and seeing how bad did I guess or how good did I guess. Yes. Okay, next one, best orchestration. We have Schmigadoon, The Lost Boys, Two Strangers, Chess, and Cats. I'm gonna give this to, I think, The Lost Boys. I'm gonna give it to The Lost Boys just because I gave a few of their other things to Schmigadoon. I'm gonna give it to that, and yeah. And I know that this show is based on music that was previously went out as a band, so this is like kind of a jukebox. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they win it for that. Oh, okay, the next category is my favorite category. I always love the best choreography. I love it. This is why I love musicals, like I love dances, and I think that best choreography is the one that I'm waiting for the most, and I really love when choreographers get their recognition. So here we have Schmigadoon, Ragtime, Rocky Horror, Cats, and The Lost Boys. And I think it's gonna be between Schmigadoon and Cats. And just because of the, creativity, I'm gonna give it to Cats. Although I do think that Schmigadoon is gonna win. But I'm gonna give it to Cats. Because the reason why Cats is so innovative and so new is because of the choreography and because of the style. And if the choreography wasn't right for it, then it won't work. So I think they're gonna win it. Omari Wiles and Arthur Lyons. Hope I said it correctly. Next one, best direction of a musical. So we have Michael Arden, who won last year. This is again, same thing as last year. Michael Arden won for Maybe Happy Ending, and I did feel that Jamie Lloyd was better deserving for Sunset, but for that reason, I think Michael is not gonna win this year. Like the thing that I said with Jonathan Groff. But we have The Lost Boys, Ragtime, Schmigadoon, Two Strangers, and Cats. I have a feeling like Christopher Gattelli is gonna win, so I'm gonna put it on him on Schmigadoon. Although I feel like there is a tough competition this year, and that's from not even seeing the shows. But I've heard and I've seen some things, and someplace in my heart, I kind of want Two Strangers to win. So I want Tim Jackson to get this one. It's really similar to last year's Maybe Happy Ending win. I feel like getting a show with so little people and making it so successful and so nice and good, then it's a real talent. I have a feeling like Schmigadoon is going to win the best direction. I might be wrong. It's very possible. Best direction of a play. Again, haven't seen any of them, but I am gonna put my cards on. I think it's gonna be either Death of a Salesman or Liberation. I'm gonna put it on Liberation. Let's give it to her. Best sound design of a musical. So we have the two best sound designs. I have no idea at all on those two. So I'm just gonna guess for the musical. Let's say it's gonna be, you know what? I'm gonna guess by the person. We have Kai Harada, who did two sound designs for Cats and Ragtime. I'm gonna guess one of them is the winner. Let's say that. So it's Cats or Ragtime. And the best sound design for a play, I don't know why, but I'm gonna put it on Death of a Salesman. Let's do that. Okay, lighting design. This I really love. I have learned to appreciate the lighting in musicals in the last few years after having some experiences that made me notice the lighting. So if I don't notice it, I feel like it's not good lighting design. But if there's a moment in the show that I'm like that on the lighting and it inspires me, then that is when I know they did a great job. Even if it was just for one moment and the rest of the show was just like, it doesn't matter. If they gave me that one moment that I notice that there is lightning and it's really good, that's the best. So best lighting design of a musical. We have Chess, Rocky Horror, Schmigadoon, Cats, Ragtime, and The Lost Boys. I'm gonna give this to Chess. I feel like Chess is doing something really, really cool. I'm gonna give this to Chess for Kevin Adams. And for the play, again, I have no idea of plays, so let's just go with Oedipus. Let's do that. Small disclaimer. I do see a lot of plays in my country, but when it comes to Broadway, I do not spend my time on plays. I spend my time on musicals. So I have not seen a lot. I've seen a few. I've seen The Humans. I've seen An Act of God. I've seen a few, but I prefer going to musicals on Broadway. Best costume design. I love this category. So we have Ragtime, Schmigadoon, The Jellicel Ball, The Lost Boys, and The Rocky Horror. I think it's gonna be between Schmigadoon and The Rocky Horror, and I'm gonna give it to The Rocky Horror. Let's do it for them. Although Ragtime is good as well. Let's give it to Ragtime. I might be really, really wrong, but you know what? Linda Cho here has 2 nominations, so I do hope that she wins one of them. It's very funny to me that sometimes there are 2 nominations for the same person, and they don't win, and I feel like that just sucks. It means that they did a lot of work, but they're not getting recognized for any of it. Well, they do by being nominated, but they had better chances, but then it just fell flat. So I am always rooting for the people who are nominated twice because that means that they did a good job twice. So Linda Cho, I hope you win it. Best costume design of a play. I'm gonna just go with Liberation. Why? I don't know. Let's go with Liberation. Best scenic design. Ooh, okay. So we have Rocky Horror, Two Strangers, Cats, Lost Boys, and Schmigadoon. I have not seen the sets of almost any of them. This is like a wild guess. I want to guess Two Strangers. I don't know why. I haven't seen a lot of the show, but I kind of fell in love with the vibe of it. So I'm going to give it to Two Strangers. I'm sure that the set design of that show is really, really good because it's just 2 people. So the set design is kind of like another actor. Let's see if I'm right. So it's Sutra Gilmore. Hope I said it right. Best scenic design of a play. Let's go with one of the Davids. We have David Corns and David Rockwell. Let's go with Dog Day Afternoon. Why? Again, I don't know. Okay, we're almost at the end, guys. Best original score, written for the theater. So we have 2 plays and 3 musicals. I don't think the plays usually have any chance, so we're gonna take them out. And then we have The Lost Boys, Schmigadoon, and Two Strangers. I know it might not be what the result is going to be, but I'm going to put it on Two Strangers. I love the soundtrack, and this one I heard, and I did hear some of the Lost Boys and some of Schmigadoon, but Two Strangers have something special to it. So I'm gonna give it to Two Strangers. If they don't win, I'm gonna be pissed. No, I'm gonna be just sad. We're in our last ones, and these are the most interesting ones. So the best book of a musical. Again, we have all of the new ones, The Last Boy, Schmigadoon, Titanic, and Two Strangers. I'm gonna bet on Schmigadoon. I'm gonna bet on that. I feel like it's a good theme of a musical, and I feel like it's gonna get the best book. So let's go for that. Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a play. Just because I've heard a lot of good things on Liberation, I'm gonna go with Susanna Flood from Liberation. I'm gonna say she's gonna win it, but there are some really, really big names here. So let's see. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a play. We have, again, a lot of big names here. And we have Daniel Radcliffe. I do want him to win, but I feel like it's either going to go to John Lithgow from Giant or Nathan Lane from Death of a Salesman. And I feel it's going to go to Nathan Lane. That's my guess. Although Daniel Radcliffe and what he's doing in Every Brilliant Thing seems so good, I am so sad that I'm not going to be able to get there to see it live, but he is such a fantastic actor. He's like the next generation after Nathan Lane and John Lithgow. But I do feel like Nathan Lane is gonna win this one. Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a musical. I am so happy that all of these 5 are first-time nominees, and we have a lot of previous Galindas and the nominations for the featured and the leading lady, so this is awesome. And it's a tough competition this year. We have Sarah Chase from Schmigadoon, Stephanie Sue from Rocky Horse, Casey Levy in Ragtime, Marla Mendel in Titanic, and Christiane Pitts from Two Strangers. I feel like this is Casey Levy's time. I do hope that she's going to win this because she is fantastic. I've seen her in the Broadway cruise. She was amazing, and I heard a lot of good things on her performance in Ragtime. So let's give it to Casey. Now let's go for the actors in the leading role. We have Nicholas Christopher from Chess, Luke Evans, Joshua Henry from Ragtime, Sam Tootie, and Brandon Uranowitz from Ragtime. This is a tough one. I feel like it's going to be between Nicholas Christopher from Chess and Joshua Henry from Ragtime, and I feel like Nicholas is going to take this one. I feel like Chess, this is one of the only nominations that they had, and Nicholas is like the talk of the town, so I feel like it's going to go to him. We have the best revival, so it's either Cats, Ragtime, or Rocky Horror. I think Ragtime is going to get this, although I do like what they did with Cats. I feel like that's like the whole purpose of renovation, but I don't know why I think Ragtime is going to get it. Yeah. Best revival of a play, no reason to even go over it. Death of a Salesman. Again, I think like that is the show that everybody is talking about, so that's gonna win. My light went off, so we'll deal with this one. Great. And we're on our last 2. So we have the best play. It's the Balusters. It's the Ballisters, Giant, Liberation, and Little Bear Ridge Road. I have not heard on any of those, but I did hear on Liberation. And when I was in New York, it performed off-Broadway. It had amazing reviews. So I'm going to guess that Liberation is going to win for Best Role. And I like it. I'm all for female power. The last one, the best musical. So we have The Last Boy, Schmigadoon, Titanic, and Two Strangers. I think it's going to go to Schmigadoon. I think the show has the little taste of, you know, old musicals. And I feel like that's going to go. Although, I don't know. Because, you know, I feel like The Lost Boys is going to really, really surprise. So if something is going to take it from Schmigadoon, I feel like it's going to be The Lost Boys. But who knows? I'm still betting on Schmigadoon. So those were my guesses. I do think that they snobbed a lot. Chess got like 5 nominations. It was the talk of the town, and it didn't get almost anything, which is, I mean, it felt petty. I don't know why they didn't give Aaron Tveit a nomination or Lea Michele. I heard so many good things about both of them. That's like their best performance, and they still didn't get nominated. I don't get it. And Beaches got totally snobbed. Even Jessica Vosk, I was pretty sure I saw that she was nominated and was very happy about it, but then I see that it's deleted and I don't even know where I saw it. So I'm kind of bummed that she didn't get nominated or anything. I mean, what do you have against that production? I heard some bad things, but I don't know. I hate it when they snob so much. It's so funny to do this video while I haven't seen anything. And I like it. I like when I have those guesses based on what I know and everything. Those are my guesses for the Tony Awards. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm really, really wrong? Have you seen those shows and can tell me, oh, Jordan, you are so off? Tell me. I'm so interested to know. This is all based on like pure just luck and guessing. It's a fun game to have, especially when you're so far away from the thing that you love the most. Hope we have a good Tony season, and I hope not a lot of shows will be affected from the Tony aftermath. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe and like. It really helps. And I really enjoy having more people in the community. So that's it for today. Bye, guys.